Hello everybody, welcome back. I have a fun little clip here of Misfortune Mid. I've been actually enjoying Misfortune Mid for at least a while. Normal draft, of course. For like the beginning of the video, it doesn't look like I'm doing too well. This Talia actually got me a few times with their abilities, but I actually do persevere through it, and I did fairly well. So um. this video is just for this more like the vlog, but for this video, I just have like some rants I want to go over about like my personal like life when I was early or when I was younger, like growing up and such, and that's just like some tangents. So hopefully everybody can relate to. And yeah, so I'm actually almost gonna be 30. Um, which is 3 decades. More surprised about that. Time's gone by too fast. I sometimes forget the dates. Ever since COVID, I forgot all the dates or what. So, um, oh yeah, I grew up, when I was growing up, I was like the youngest of five. The oldest is like a decade older than me, a little over a decade older, like 12 years older than me. So me and him really didn't have anything in common. Not really, about what's going on. It was kind of hard to relate with him, and other brothers we relate more because we're same age group. But one thing I didn't really like about being the youngest was definitely I felt like I was more isolated than everybody else. I was involved in activities, but there's some things I just miss out on. Like, I don't know, when everybody started getting older and able to drink, I can't even do that yet. It sucked. Now nowadays if and nowadays it's kind of tough to do that because that time went by quick, and by the time I got that old, everybody kind of stopped. And yeah, being the youngest, I was a lot more sheltered. Like I couldn't even go anywhere because I kind of lived in a dangerous neighborhood. It's like I had to be accompanied by I had to be accompanied by everybody. I couldn't drive anywhere. And that's one thing I don't like about the United States is that it's just a very heavy driving country. One day I just want to actually, when I do have kids, of which I really want, I really want a family. I, I, I really want, I really want to, I, I really want to be a father, but right now I'm kind of unemployed. It's kind of tough. Dating scene is kind of tough, but one day I do want to move somewhere where driving isn't as critical as like taking like riding a or going bike riding. I want my kids to enjoy being on a bike, but that's I don't know when that will happen, but see, I'll see. Time will come. Um, I kind of got sidetracked. So when I was growing up, so since I was sheltered, I played a lot of video games. And what can I do? what can you do? So I play a lot of. That's what my name came from is Star Wars or Nubaka. Star Wars Battlefront 2. That was my username back then, and back in 2005, 2008, 9. But I used like General Nubaka later on when I found out about the GameSpy. So yeah, that was a good time. That was a really fun time back then. Um, but before that, I played a lot of SOCOM U.S. Navy SEALs, which was really cool. And those servers are still going strong today. Highly, if you're into tactical shooters, I highly suggest you check it out. Um, and then there's Tony Hawk's Underground, which I played a lot of. I remember when I first did my first special and the online match. Like I did not really know how to play the game back then, but when I did my first special, I literally just I literally freaked out and I just turned the game off. It just scared me, but that was funny. So yeah, I think those servers are still live on somebody else's like, place, so I don't want to play it anymore. Um, we actually did own a cool boat, a Crestliner boat, which was really fun. Um, I driven the boat. I driven the boat when everybody started to leave the. When everybody started getting older, and it was not really that. Um, it was not really the hip thing anymore. That kind of sucked. But you know, it was a good time. Driving the, learning how to kneeboard and learning how to water ski a little bit. Water skiing, I did not. I don't think I ever got up from the water skis ever. You know, it was great going fishing and such. I was not really good at fishing. The memory I had about fishing was I caught a fish um and when my oldest brother helped me out like get the hook out of the thing, we put the fish onto like the on the backboard of the boat and the fish start flopping around. That was so funny. That was a good time. That was a great memory to have. Always remember that. Um, and living in the trailer. Oh yeah, living in the trailer. Lots of Slugfest 2003 in there. In order to get on the boat, you gotta play some Tony Hawk's Underground. Oh yeah. Uh, and then when I got older, when I finally got to high school, got my first driver's license, I actually drove. My parents actually got a brand new 2013 Subarus. I'm like, yeah, there's no way I'm gonna drive those vehicles because it's theirs. But no, they let me drive it to school, and home. There's some days that I didn't, but you know what? It was so awesome. They had Sirius XM. It was like the newest newest cars. Some people were so jealous. Um, at high school. Oh, yeah. So that was fun. That's really all the best moments I had in my life. For right now, I think one more thing is like my dad. We played a lot of EverQuest, and he deleted his character to prove a point. But the next day, or like the same day, I think, maybe the next day, I can't recall. But I went on the forum and asked a moderator or on the forum to restore his character, and I think he was pretty impressed with how I did that, cover a character. So yeah, this is kind of just like a rant. This is random rant video. There's nothing really, nothing like interesting. It's just I just want to make this video and hopefully somebody can relate about it. I think the next one I'm gonna do is definitely work. Work is interesting, but for right now this is more of a childhood moments. But work video will be a lot more weird and interesting because I encountered different kinds of people at work that I probably would never want to see again. So, so yeah. Hopefully, everyone has a great rest of your day. Going a little longer than I thought, but so yeah. All right, see ya.